Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Mayor's Monday message for October 22nd, 2018. Got some really good things to talk about today that involve the budget, that involve how we're going to do business better for the residents of the city of York. But I do have to start off with something I'm pretty dismayed and upset about. As probably many of you heard already, we lost another young man last night, 17 years old. And of course our thoughts and prayers go out to the family and friends. But at this point, thoughts and prayers don't cut it. We really need you. We need you. If you know of kids that are out on the streets after curfews, kids that should be at home when they've got to be at school the next day, if you've got, if you're an aunt or a grandmother or a parent that needs help keeping their kid in line, getting their kids off the streets, we need you to speak out and act. This is something that the city government cannot do. We're trying. And we are going to get more community centers open. We're looking forward really soon to getting the one open on the west side with the Championship Community Center. We're helping the folks at Emmanuel Church of God in Christ out on the east side try to work to open the St. Joseph's School to get stuff for these kids to redirect them. But, we're in a crisis mode, and this is a crisis that a government can't fix. Only the people can fix this. So, my thoughts and prayers are out to the family, but my thoughts and prayers are out to the other people in the city. We've got to be the ones that step in. And if we know anybody, if we see a kid that's going the wrong way, we've got to risk hurting somebody's feelings. We've got to risk friendships. We've got to risk family relationships and step in and say, look, it's time that you know that we see that the things are not going right. We need you to step up. We need the kids to be in school. If you need help from us, call the city government. Let us know. If there's a young person in your family that is going the wrong way, you need to work with us because, having that kid go to jail for 6 months, having that kid be on probation, any of that is better than having that kid in the grave and never having a chance to save him. This is where we're at now. And, please thoughts and prayers, but please more actions. I'm sorry if I'm frustrated, but every one of us should be. Every one of us should be sad, frustrated, and angry right now. And of course, 17-year-old, we can't talk about any more details, but more details will be coming out soon. And we are reaching out to help the family. On a much, much more positive note, I would like to talk about a couple things that we're doing to improve the payment of bills here at the city and also the price of tickets, particularly those street sweeping tickets. So if you've been following me and what I've had to say over the past few years, I think that the price of street sweeping tickets is completely out of line with the other tickets in the city. The fact that most of the street sweeping tickets, and let me tell you that most of our revenue in the city that comes from tickets, from parking tickets, comes from street sweeping. And many of the people that get street sweeping tickets are tax-paying residents or residents that pay taxes through their rents. So either way, they're already paying into the city. And to have a $50 ticket when parking tickets are $20 for people that are visiting, or worse yet, when you're parking and actually creating dangerous situations. If you're parking too close to a stop sign so that people can't see, parking too close to the curb, to the intersection so that people can't see. Those are actually things that cause problems. Parking in no parking zones. So you will see as of January 1st that we are going to be reducing the cost of street sweeping tickets down from $50 to $40. And we will be increasing the cost of parking at an expired meter just from $20 to $25. So we're bringing the one ticket down $10, and bringing the other ticket up 5. But we'll also be increasing the costs for doing things that are actually dangerous, double parking, things that are completely parking in front of a fire hydrant. You know, you might not think about this, but if you're blocking a fire hydrant, what happens if there's a fire? You could be putting people's lives at risk. So we are going to be increasing some of those fines, parking in a handicap spot. I wish I could make that a $500 fine, frankly, but I'm not going to. But we are going to increase the amount of that fine that is just completely inconsiderate to those of us that need more help, that need to be able to get, to get to the store without having to walk the whole way across the parking lot. So you're going to see come January 1st, street sweeping fines down $10, parking meter expired up $5, and then some of the other tickets are going to go up either 10 or the very high ones like handicap and parking in front of a fire hydrant will go up $20. So we'll have more on that later, but it's something that I promised when I was out there before I became mayor, and I just wanted to let you know that it's going to be happening. And we got it done within the first 10 months, which at the rate of government, that's pretty quick. Another thing that we are hoping to address with the approval of council, we are working on a contract with York Water Company to take over the sewer billing. Just the billing, just who sends you the bill and who collects the money. But this is something that I can't even explain it because I'm not a computer expert. I wish I could explain it. Maybe I could fix some of these other problems here. But the computer system that was brought into City Hall before I was mayor is wreaking havoc in customer service in the city government. We get more complaints about the sewer bills than anything else in the city. Sewer bills are coming out with the wrong numbers. We can't look back into the accounts. Our poor employees are not the ones that are making these mistakes. It's all coming out of this computer system. And frankly, this is a computer system that when I was on city council, I voted for it because it was supposed to cost $600,000. Now it's up over $1.2 million because it won't do what they're trying to make it to do. So this is one section that we're just eliminating, hopefully, and we're going to send the billing over to York Water Company. As you may know, your sewer bills are based on your water usage anyhow. So what happens every month is that the water company sends over numbers for us to then create bills based on those numbers. Now they'll be able to do that in-house. They just do the sewer, and they're also going to pick up the refuse bills. We're all going to save more money. We're all going to save money, and it's going to be more efficient. This is not giving over the sewer or the refuse to a private company. We are going here at City Hall, the council and the mayor's office, we're going to determine the rates. We're still doing the service. So this is the only thing that changes is who sends the bill and who collects the bill. One other thing, so we're excited about that. One other thing, if you're a landlord out there and you have to get your properties licensed, there's been a lot of confusion about who to send checks to because our third-party inspector, QDOT, is doing the inspections, but then the checks are supposed to go to the city, but you can't pay with a credit card. It all makes it very confusing. So I've also authorized that QDOT will now be collecting the money, and they're setting up this process right now. This really kicks off probably in December here. That's when the new licensing comes out. But you'll be able to get your inspection and pay your inspection fee directly to QDOT, and then the city will get their check out of that. One more thing with QDOT is that we're going to start taking some of our city inspectors and administration and have them work with QDOT and learn a little bit more about their process. Down the road, there is an opportunity for money saving possibly by bringing that whole system back in-house. That's something that we are working on. You might not be aware of it, but when we switched systems, the city lost a few $100,000. Here we go. We were just talking about this. This is the first time that the cuckoo clock here in the city is going off during the Monday message. Now listen. This is a clock that came from our sister city, Leinfelden-Echterdingen in Germany, and I believe it sat unused for a long time, and we got it fixed. We'll be meeting actually tonight. I'll be meeting with a group of folks from our sister city. Thank you to Craig Smith and Donna Shear. See, Donna, I called you by your first name. Donna Shear was my German teacher when I was in high school, so I still call her Frau Shear. Frau is German for Mrs. So thank you, Craig Smith and Donna Shear. I'll be over at your house tonight at 6 o'clock to meet with the contingency of visitors from Leinfelden-Echterdingen. Yes, that's the name of our sister city in Germany. Anyhow, so now you got to hear the cuckoo clock. That was a gift from our sister city. Anyhow, we're working with QDOT to improve the services, working with York Water Company, doing these public-private partnerships to make us more efficient is a way that we're going to be able to serve you better and save us all money. So we're going to keep working on that. And let's see, one last thing. Go Bearcats! And let's win this Friday. And at least, if we win, we'll be tied for first. And go Dowstown, beat Red Lion, and the Bearcats will be #1 again this year. So go Bearcats. Stay warm out there. Again, make sure you have carbon monoxide meters now that everybody's turning their heater on. We've had a couple heater-related fires. Be very careful out there as you get the heat turned back up. Stay safe, stay warm, and we'll see you around the city. Have a good one.